Have you ever stopped to think why some women manage to look incredibly elegant and sophisticated without wearing a single designer piece? You know those women you see on the street and think, wow, she must have a lot of money. But actually, she might be wearing basic clothes from popular stores? I'm going to tell you a secret. After 40, it's not about how much you spend, it's about how you use what you have. And look, I know many of us make the mistake of thinking we need to buy expensive things to look well-dressed. Wrong. Today I'm going to share with you 8 absolutely genius tricks that make any woman look rich and sophisticated while spending very little. And look, item number 6 is something so simple that you'll wonder why you never thought of it before. It's literally a game changer. If you want to discover how to completely transform your appearance without breaking the budget, stay with me until the end because these tips will revolutionize your wardrobe. Trick 1. Invest in superior quality basic pieces with perfect cut. Let's start with something I consider the foundation of everything: well-chosen basic pieces. You know when you go to a store and see 2 apparently identical white blouses, one costing 30 Rs and another 80. The difference isn't just in the price, it's in the cut, the fit, the fabric quality. And look, it doesn't need to be the most expensive in the store, but it needs to be well chosen. The problem is that many times we buy several cheap pieces that don't last, don't have a good fit, and end up making us look sloppy. Result? We spend more in the end and still look poorly dressed. So here are the practical tips. Prefer to invest in one quality white blouse rather than buying 3 bad ones. Look for straight seams, fabrics that don't wrinkle easily, and cuts that flatter your current body. Not the body you had at 20, but right now. A well-cut social shirt, black tailored pants, and a quality basic blouse already form the foundation of an elegant wardrobe. And you know what's most interesting? These pieces go with everything and always make you look sophisticated. If these tips are making sense to you, subscribe to the channel because every week I bring tricks like this for us to rock without spending a fortune. Trick 2. Keep clothes impeccably pressed and well-maintained. Now comes something that seems basic but makes all the difference: well-pressed and maintained clothes. Look, I've seen women wearing expensive clothes who look like they slept in their clothes, and others wearing simple but impeccable pieces who looked like they came out of a magazine. Guess what impression each one made? The big problem is that many of us relax with these details. The daily rush makes us grab anything from the closet, even if it's wrinkled or with that somewhat lived-in appearance. But this is exactly what gives away that the piece isn't expensive. So here are the practical solutions. First, organize your closet so clothes don't wrinkle. Use appropriate hangers. No hanging coats on wire hangers, please. Second, always have an iron or steamer at hand. 5 minutes pressing a blouse makes it look 3 times more expensive. And an extra tip that changed my life: when you take off clothes, leave them ready for the next time you'll wear them. It seems silly, but it makes all the difference in the next day's rush. Well cared for clothes are the secret of women who always look put together, even wearing basic pieces. If you're enjoying these style tips, leave your like on the video. Your interaction helps this content reach more incredible women like you. Trick 3. Choose natural fabrics with premium touch and fluid drape. Let's talk about something many people don't pay attention to but makes an absurd difference: the type of fabric. You know when you touch clothes and immediately feel on your skin that it's something special? Or when you wear a piece and it falls on the body in a way that seems tailor-made? This has everything to do with the chosen fabric. The problem is that sometimes we get carried away only by color or model and forget to pay attention to material quality. Then we buy a beautiful blouse in the window that, after washing it twice, gets that faded and shapeless look. Here are the practical tips. Whenever possible, choose natural fabrics like cotton, linen, silk, or good quality viscose. They breathe better, have a more beautiful drape, and last much longer. If you can't avoid synthetics, look for smart blends that imitate naturals well. Before buying, always do the touch test. Run your hand over the fabric. It should be soft, not rough. And observe the drape. Quality fabrics fall naturally on the body, without making strange waves, or sticking in unwanted places. A piece of good fabric, even being simple, will always look more expensive than one full of details but made of bad material. Tell me here in the comments, which fabric do you like to use most? I love hearing your experiences. Trick 4. Use consistent neutral and sophisticated color palette. Now let's talk about colors. And this here is a real magic trick to look more sophisticated. Have you ever noticed that elegant women always seem to have a signature style? As if all their clothes talk to each other? This isn't coincidence. It's color strategy. The big mistake we make is buying isolated pieces without thinking about the ensemble. Then we get that feeling of, I have a closet full of clothes but nothing to wear, because nothing really matches anything. The solution is simpler than it seems. Choose a palette of 4 to 5 neutral colors that look beautiful on you and build your wardrobe on top of it. For example, white, black, beige, gray, and an accent color like navy blue or wine. With this strategy, any piece you choose will match the others. You can mix and match freely, creating different looks every day, but always harmonious. And you know what the magic is? When your colors talk to each other, even simple pieces gain a sophisticated air. It's like you hired a personal stylist. If you're enjoying these practical tips, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Every week I bring content like this for us to rock together. Trick 5. Take impeccable care of hair with modern professional cut. Let's talk about something that is literally your best accessory, your hair. Look, I can be wearing the simplest outfit in the world, but if my hair is well cut, well treated, and with nice styling, I automatically look more put together and sophisticated. It's impressive how this works. The problem is that many of us neglect hair thinking it's just a matter of vanity, but it's not. After 40, a good haircut is an investment in our overall appearance, not a luxury. Here are the practical solutions. First, invest in a professional cut at least every 3 months. It doesn't need to be at the most expensive salon in the city, but it needs to be with someone who understands mature hair and knows how to work with your natural texture. Second, learn to do simple styling at home. Sometimes it's just a well-done brush or curling iron that completely transforms the look. And third, use products suitable for your hair type. This makes much more difference than you imagine. Well-cared-for hair is like a frame for the face. It enhances any look, no matter how simple it is. Tell me here, what's your biggest difficulty with hair? Let's exchange tips in the comments. Trick 6. Add discreet but high-quality accessories. And here we arrive at my favorite trick, the one I promised would surprise you. You know what's the secret of women who always look well-dressed? It's not expensive clothes, it's well-chosen accessories. A silk scarf around the neck, a structured bag, a classic watch. These details make all the difference. The most common mistake is thinking accessories are superfluous or excessive, or making the opposite mistake, using many flashy accessories thinking this will impress. But the secret is in the middle ground. Few accessories, but quality ones. Here are the practical tips. Invest in classic and versatile pieces. A good watch doesn't need to be a famous brand, but needs to have elegant design. A structured bag in neutral color. A quality silk scarf or wrap. Discreet but well-made earrings. The golden rule is, less is more, but let that less be impeccable. It's better to wear one beautiful accessory than 3 mediocre ones. And you know what's genius? These same accessories transform any basic look into something sophisticated. It's literally magic. Trick 7. Prioritize perfect fit of clothes to current body. Now let's talk about something that's fundamental but many of us resist, accepting and valuing our current body. Look, I know it's difficult. We keep comparing ourselves to old photos or unrealistic standards, but the truth is that elegance has no age or size. It has to do with valuing what we have now. The big problem is wearing clothes that don't fit our current body properly. Either too tight, thinking this makes us look thinner, or too loose, trying to hide what we don't like. In both cases, the result is the opposite of what's desired. The solution is simpler than it seems. Know your current measurements and buy clothes that fit them. If necessary, take pieces to be adjusted by a seamstress. This costs little and makes a huge difference. Look for cuts that enhance your strong points. If you have a defined waist, use pieces that mark it. If you have beautiful legs, enhance them with appropriate lengths. If you have a beautiful neckline, bet on elegant necklines. Clothes that fit perfectly will always look more expensive than an expensive piece that doesn't fit right. It's mathematical. Trick 8. Cultivate elegant posture and naturally controlled gestures. And we arrive at the last trick, which might be the most important of all: posture. You know those women who draw attention just by entering an environment? It's not just the clothes, it's the way they carry themselves. Erect shoulders, head held high, firm steps. This is priceless and makes any look seem like millions. The problem is that over time and with the rush, we relax our posture. Dropped shoulders, head down, especially because of cell phones, hurried gestures. This takes away all elegance, even if you're well dressed. Here are the practical tips. First, work on your posture consciously. Imagine a thread pulling your head up, shoulders relaxed but erect. Practice this during the day until it becomes automatic. Second, take care of your gestures. Slower and more controlled movements always seem more elegant than abrupt and hurried gestures. And third, work on your presence. When you enter a place, enter with ownership, as if you belong there. Elegant posture is the most sophisticated accessory that exists, and it's free. It transforms any simple look into something impactful. So, summarizing everything we talked about today, elegance after 40 has nothing to do with how much money you have in the bank. It has to do with intelligent choices. Quality basic pieces, well-cared-for clothes, fabrics that drape well on the body, harmonious colors, well-treated hair, accessories chosen with care, clothes that fit perfectly and confident posture. These are the true secrets of women who always look impeccable. And the coolest thing about all this, you can start applying these tips today without spending almost anything. It's just a matter of changing your perspective and making more conscious choices. If this video inspired you, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, because every week I bring content like this for us to feel increasingly confident and elegant. And tell me here in the comments, which of these tips will you start applying first? I love reading your experiences and exchanging ideas with you. And remember, you're already incredible. These tips are just to enhance that. If you love these tips, then what comes next, you'll simply fall in love with. Right here next to this, I left a video that's practically a manual for you to continue becoming that elegant, powerful woman who exudes confidence, presence, and that air of sophistication that everyone notices. And it doesn't stop there. There's also a complete playlist full of videos that will further elevate your style, your image, and your self-esteem in a practical, accessible way without needing designer brands. Click now, because each video you watch is one more step toward becoming that woman who enchants wherever she goes. Let's continue this wonderful journey together. I'll see you now in the next video.